on News Center 5.
Mitt Romney setting off a firestorm.
I like being able to fire people.
With comments on the campaign trail.
But are they expected to make a difference in the first of the nation primary?
He's also at the front of the pack when it comes to making headlines today.
Indeed, Romney's talk of firings and pink slips stirring up controversy just hours before the polls open.
Earlier, Romney told a Nashua business group he wants competition in the health insurance business using this unfortunate phrase.
I like being able to fire people who provide services to me.
Later, when Rick Perry's campaign lifted it for a ringtone, Romney held his first press conference since Iowa.
I was talking about insurance companies. Yeah, we like to be able to get rid of insurance companies that don't give us the service that we need.
Then perhaps Romney took one question too many. When asked if he is still struggling to relate to the average voter, he got a tad testy.
If you think that I should spend my entire campaign carefully choosing how everything I say relates to people, as opposed to saying my own experience and telling my own experience, that would make me a very different person than I am.
Now, Romney also had to explain when was it exactly that he was worried that he might get a pink slip, which is what he said yesterday to a crowd here in New Hampshire. Well, he said today, quote, as a freshly minted MBA graduate starting at the bottom of Bain, he was worried about having to hang on to his job.
Mitt Romney taking some heat today over who he'd like to fire. And some new numbers. Polls out show Romney still in the lead, but down a bit from where he was.
Romney is being very tightly controlled on this final day. A one-on-one interview I had scheduled for earlier in the day was canceled, and I've heard of other interviews that were canceled today. Obviously, the campaign trying to hold off on any gaffes that may occur in these final hours, really, before voters head to the polls. But I'll tell you, Romney made a comment tonight that earlier today, this morning, at an event, and his opponents pounced.
I like being able to fire people who provide services to me.
So a couple of other somewhat odd comments out of Governor Romney today. He talked about that he too has feared getting a pink slip, but he was never specific about when that actually was. He talked about this is a line he's used before, but that people really shouldn't get involved in politics until they're not relying on the income in order to do so. In other words, that really only basically wealthy people should be running for office. Individually, none of these comments have jumped out in the past, but when they were all put together like this today, Romney is getting some flack for them, particularly from his opponents.
It all started with this question about controlling the costs of health care.
How do we move forward to make health care once again affordable?
Governor Mitt Romney's solution: allow individuals to buy their own health insurance.
I want people to be able to own their own insurance if they wish to.
But as he continued to explain why, the governor said,
if you don't like what they do, you can fire them. I like being able to fire people who provide services to me. If someone doesn't give me the good service I need, I want to say, that I'm going to go get someone else to provide that service to me.
It's these specific words,
I like being able to fire people who provide services to me,
that are getting a lot of attention. After his next event in Hudson, reporters surrounded Romney as he defended his words.
If you think that I should spend my entire campaign carefully choosing how everything I say relates to people, as opposed to saying my own experience and telling my own experience, that would make me a very different person than I am. I'm going to tell people my own experiences in life, and I realize they're not the same as everybody else I speak with, but I'm going to tell you about myself.
And we begin with 7's Dan Housley in Bedford with the Romney camp and some controversial comments that Romney made today.
Yeah, evidence today why these candidates so often just stay on script. Right now, we're expecting Mitt Romney to speak here at this middle school to a rally in just a few minutes. But it's some comments he made earlier today about liking to fire people that have him explaining and the other campaigns exploiting. Mitt Romney was talking with a friendly crowd of business people when he made the comment about liking to fire people. John Huntsman quickly jumped on the comment, calling Romney out of touch with America's economic reality.
Governor Romney enjoys firing people. I enjoy creating jobs.
And listen to the Perry campaign's new ringtone.
I like being able to fire people. I like being able to fire people. I like being able to fire people.
And in that Perry ringtone, they like the Mitt Romney bite. They say it not once, not twice, but 3 times. I like to fire people. I like to fire people. I like to fire people. Just on a loop. And they want to put that in front of the voters as often as they can.
This is the same final campaign stop he made 4 years ago. It's certainly been a busy day out on the campaign trail with a few memorable moments.
Thank you.
No smooth sailing down the campaign trail for frontrunner Mitt Romney in the final hours. At a Nashua Chamber of Commerce breakfast, he was asked about affordable health care for small businesses. Romney said individuals should be able to buy their own health insurance. It's this soundbite about firing people some candidates are calling into question.
That means the insurance company will have an incentive to keep you healthy. It also means that if you don't like what they do, you can fire them. I like being able to fire people who provide services to me. If someone doesn't give me the good service I need, I want to say, that I'm going to go get somebody else to provide that service to me.
There was an exchange with a union representative who challenged his opposition to the auto bailout.
I don't understand that.
Ma'am, we've been very patient. Okay. We need to get to the answer.
Now let's get to the answer. Excuse me, it's my turn to talk. And if you want to talk afterwards, we can come chat afterwards.
And a woman questioned him about his health care plan.
Which one is that?
When you signed into law Romney Care, I was excited. You seemed proud to do that. And then when the country copied you, it just seemed that there was hope for people like me. And sir, I just want to know.
How have you done since then? How have you done since then?
I don't have health care, sir, and I'm scared.
That tells you something, doesn't it?
I'm scared.
Tells you something.